Hello, EDN 325 students. Corinne Edwards here to discuss the requirements for your article review. So just to go over a quick description, over the course of the semester, you're asked to read and react in writing to two professional journal articles related to K-6 math education. The articles must focus on one of the following topics. So you can either choose from geometry, measurement, or data analysis statistics. And the articles must come from Teaching Children Mathematics Journal. The article must be different from the readings that are assigned in class. So it's your responsibility to double check over the Blackboard site to make sure that none of the articles that you select are already assigned for the course. And if so, you're going to lose 5 points. So please make sure and check that you are choosing original articles that we're not using in class. For your review, you will need to address the following items. So first, let's talk about the format. The format is worth 3 points. The paper should be approximately 2 to 3 pages in length. It should be double-spaced 12-point font with 1-inch margin. On the top left corner of your paper, please write your first and last name as well as the semester. So Morgan Jones, Fall 2015 is the example that you see here. You can have 1 space between your name and the beginning of your analysis, so please do not use more than 1 space there. Carefully proofread your work before submitting it. Now let's talk a little bit about the content. So you're going to get the citation of the article in APA format, and that's going to be worth 1 point. The articles listed in the syllabus are written in APA format. Also, a website that I like to use for APA format is the Purdue University Online Writing Lab website, which you can see here. You'll notice the website in the top left corner. That'll take you right to the page. And then from this site, you can choose, to cite your in-text citations. Here's where you can find your reference list for your authors. So that's really a helpful site. It's always helped me with APA format. So you're going to write an introduction to the article where you summarize what the article was about and include some basic information about the students in the article and the intended audience. So that's 3 points. So I'm going to keep that part pretty brief. Next, you'll discuss something you found interesting, disagree with, or something that corroborates or contradicts your prior experiences. So that's very important. And it's important when you're reading through articles to kind of, think about yourself as an educator as you're reading with them and really grapple with what the journals are saying and whether or not you agree or disagree with that. Number 4, compare and contrast the article with what we've been talking about in class or in the weekly reading. Notice that this is where you're going to be receiving the most points for this assignment, so most of your paper should focus on this. You're required to choose an article from either data collection analysis for the first journal review and geometry or measurement for the second review. If you choose an article that doesn't focus on the assigned topic, 5 points will automatically be deducted from your total. Your final paragraph should discuss how the article is relevant to you as a future teacher, which is very important. So again, that's where you're really going to grapple with the article and just determine how you feel that the article is relevant to you as a future teacher. And you may want to select an article that you feel is really relevant to you from the beginning, and that's going to help you a lot in that section. So don't forget to be a critical reader. Reading journal articles is one way to keep up to date in the teaching field. I know when I have to write reports and I look for journals, I typically look for ones that are after 2010, just because that's kind of where Common Core was seen visual in a lot of states, and I like to pick journal articles regarding math education, post 2010 if possible. So notes and due dates: the data review is due September 24th, the geometry review October 23rd, the measurement review is due December 1st. You're encouraged to work ahead and are always welcome to turn the assignment in early. So next I'm going to talk a little bit about the rubric for this assignment. So the green column is where you can earn the most points for the assignment. Let's just talk about APA for just a second. So again, I'd recommend using the Purdue site unless you have an APA 6th edition manual. Also, please be sure that that is error-free. In your introduction, you'll give a summary of the article, and you're going to make sure that it gives the reader enough information to know what the article is about. Grade levels of students in the article are provided and the intended audience is identified. So please make sure that the article that you are using, that you are making sure that you are identifying the grade level that the article is discussing. Also, a lot of times when I write reports, what I do is I actually write the report and then I write the introduction last, because then I make sure that my introduction actually encompasses everything that my paper just talked about. Next, interesting or prior experience. You need to make sure that you identify something that is interesting, that you agree or disagree with, or corroborates your prior experiences, and give support examples. Next, you're going to compare and contrast. Again, this is where you're going to earn the most points on the assignment. So the article review includes at least 4 different comparisons to course content with specific examples from both the article and the course content, and make sure you have support statements. Course content includes more than 2 different artifacts, so your textbook, videos, other articles, Annenberg, case studies, etc., something that's relevant to the course. Those need to be easily identifiable. Next, there's relevance. You need to describe how the article is relevant to your future teaching. So that's something that you need to be thinking about when you're reading not only your article here, but all articles that you're reading in your program. And make sure you have at least 3 different supporting examples and that statements are provided. And finally, again, just to touch on format, please make sure that you're following APA guidelines, that the paper is double-spaced, it is 12-point font, 1-inch margin, and you're using correct format of name. No typos or sentence structure issues. So if you follow the green column, that's a way to maximize your points on this assignment. So good luck with the assignment, and please feel free to email or reach out to me if you have any questions. Thank you.